Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of sports talk of my podcast show. I'm Ron Gordine, as I love to do. Today, we're going to talk about what happened a couple days ago. Sunday, the Eagles beat the Browns, and they're 1-5. The Browns are 1-5, and the Eagles are 3-2. Deshaun Watson. I'm not even gonna explain. He can't. He doesn't have it anymore. The Browns are 1-5. Everyone in Cleveland, Ohio should be calling out for Jameis Winston to play. But I can't. I can't bring in Jameis Winston. Because after what he did was inexcusable with the New Orleans Saints. This is why I say this. Nobody can't change. The Dallas Cowboys didn't just lose. They got annihilated. 47-9 against Detroit. Plus they live in you know what. And I gotta tell you, man, it's embarrassing. But that's just but I can't laugh at the play at Aiden Hutchinson. Nothing to sneeze. Because he is hurt. And there's just none to sneeze. I hope he's okay, and I hope he's all right, and he'll be all right. But at the same time, I could tell you right now, he could still. Hopefully he'll be okay. I mean, I could tell you, going into today's. I don't know. I mean, he's one of the best. He's homegrown. He's a homegrown competitor. He from Michigan. He plays good defense. So my thoughts and prayers go out to Aiden Hutchinson. I hope he's okay, and hopefully he's all right. I just want to throw that out. And Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, he is expecting to play. Excuse me. But at the same time, I mean, by the time the Dolphins get back to the swing of things, it's going to be too late. But I say this. I can't sneeze at. There's nothing to sneeze at right now. Because you just don't have. You just don't have a chance to get to the playoffs anymore, to be quite honest with you. And I say for the Dolphins, they should, in the second half, they should play better football. Well, it's their chance to shine this upcoming second half. Yesterday, my New York Yankees won game 2 at home in the Bronx, winning 6-3 over the Cleveland Guardians. Aaron Judge did his thing. I'm loving what I'm seeing from the Yankees. Garrett Cole did his thing. Aaron Judge did his thing. Gleyber Torres, being the leadoff hitter that he is, he's getting hot. Stanton's getting hot. Soto's getting hot. And Judge, he's coming along too. Jazz Chisholm, he's got to play better defense. Now tonight, the New York Mets, who just won Game 2 in LA in the West Coast, they got to win Game 3 at home in Citi Field. They're going to have the home crowd behind them. And the Yankees got an 89% chance of going to the World Series. And for the Dodgers, they have a 54% chance of winning to go to the World Series. So the Yankees 89% chance. And if they imagine they win the World Series, the 28th all time. Can you imagine what Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman keep their jobs? It's going to come down to pitching. Pitching wins championships. We haven't done it since 2009 and the three-peat. When we won the World Series in 2009, we had CC Sabathia, AJ Burnett, Sergio Mitre, Phil Hughes, and Chin-Ming Wong. That was the starting rotation. All the pitchers we had. We still had Mariano Rivera, one of our greatest closers in the game. We had Derek Jeter, El Capitan, the captain. But as long as his supporting cast was still getting the walk-offs, Derek Jeter hit a walk-off home run, a base hit in 2014 to end his career. 2016, Alex Rodriguez retired, and Mark Teixeira hit a walk-off home run to end his career. And now the breaking news for the National Football League. Davante Adams has now been traded from the Raiders to the Jets. The news of Davante Adams. The news to the Jets getting Davante Adams is the biggest acquisition. I say it's the biggest acquisition for the New York Jets because Aaron Rodgers has to reunite with his former teammate. If they can bring back some of the things they used to do when they were in Green Bay, then they could bring that magic. Knowing they got the Patriots on their schedule, the Steelers on their schedule, I could tell you they can make some noise. But getting back to the Dodgers and the Mets in the National League Championship matchup, the pressure is on Dave Roberts because the hot He's on the hot seat. He did win a World Series championship. But with Ohtani, his batting average has been low. And Aaron Judge has been hitting a home run lately. He got out of his slump. When is Ohtani going to come out of the slump? Just Teoscar Hernandez is doing his thing. Kike Hernandez is doing his thing. So is Freddie Freeman. Mookie Betts, he's been quiet most of the postseason, and I know the regular season has been wearing them out. Now, a lot of things going on in the NBA. The regular season is almost here. In 6 weeks, I expect to see a lot bigger things for the New York Knicks this year. I expect the Knicks, with Karl Anthony Towns, do great. But the Boston Celtics are going to be winning back-to-back NBA championships. That's my prediction. But my New York Knicks is going to have to stop the Boston Celtics if they can get there. But I know the Knicks can. And for the Los Angeles Lakers, I mean LeBron, AD, along with Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, they're going to have to find ways to win games down the stretch. But at the same time, I would say, if I'm JJ Redick, I need to build a strategy to beat each team to get to the finals. And I need to create a strategy to outduel, outsmart, outrun, outplayed the Denver Nuggets. There's just nothing to sneeze at this point. But my prediction goes as this. I mean, we got Thursday night football coming up. We got the Broncos and the Saints. We got Bo Nix, the rookie, out of Oregon. Bo Nix is going to have to play his best football against the New Orleans Saints that just got beat by the Buccaneers, 51-27. That was an annihilation. That was an annihilation. That was a good old-fashioned butt whooping. I want to get back to the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles game. One of the most disturbing things I've seen in that game, when Nick Sirianni lashed out on the Philadelphia Eagles fan base. Like, why would you do that against your fans? Why would you talk smack to the fans knowing that you won? And then you bring your kids to the press conference saying, "No, I'm not worried about it. I got to bring that fire, the intensity and stuff." I mean, come on. That's unnecessary for Nick Sirianni to do that. You can't talk smack to the fan base. Like, come on. If I was a NFL head coach, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't talk like that in front of a fan base. Wherever state you're in, whether it's in New York, Philadelphia, North Carolina, California, San Francisco, LA, Jacksonville, wherever state, wherever franchise you are coaching in the National Football League, whether it's the National Football League, the NBA, Major League Baseball, you don't talk smack to the fan base. If they let you know how you feel, they letting you know what you're doing, the way you're playing football, the fans express themselves. That's something we have in this country. Freedom of expression. Freedom to express ourselves. And we have the right to express how we feel in sports, what the coaches are doing wrong. And that's exactly what Nick Sirianni has to learn from. Nick Sirianni has to learn he cannot bring his kids in the press conference and say, the fans have nothing to worry about. You can't do that. I want to throw that out because Nick Sirianni is a better coach than that. He should not bring his son and his daughter in the press conference after you spat out in front of the Philadelphia Eagles fan base. You can't do that. That's wrong. And then once again, Kevin Stefanski, the NFL Coach of the Year, going to say, well, Deshaun Watson is our quarterback. We're not making any changes. We're not going to start Jameis Winston. Are you serious? Come on. Have a pulse. Have a pulse. Are you serious about this, Kevin Stefanski? You're saying that Deshaun Watson is the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, and we're going to stick with him. Are you out of your mind? Like, what the hell are you talking about? All the Cleveland Browns fans don't even believe a damn word you're saying. Like, come on. If I was the coach of the Cleveland Browns and we're doing things and we're losing games and we're not doing what we're supposed to do, the best thing I would say is this. I'm going to have to make a quarterback change because our starting quarterback is not doing well. We got to make adjustments. That's the best thing I could say right now is to make adjustments. You have to make adjustments. If it's not working, bring in Jameis Winston. But instead, Kevin Stefanski, out of all people, opened his big mouth saying we're sticking with Deshaun Watson. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I really don't. That's just stupid. And it's unacceptable. And I don't know what's wrong with the Cleveland Browns organization. Kevin Stefanski, as far as I'm concerned, he should be on the hot seat. Because the things he's doing, the things that he is saying don't make no sense. when he said Deshaun Watson is our quarterback. We're not making a quarterback change. Is out of control. Period. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. I love football. But I don't like coaches saying that's my starting quarterback. I'm not benching him for somebody. That's just an ignorant answer if you're in the press conference. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. What I expect the Philadelphia Eagles, I expect this team to get better each week because you're now 3-2. You're in a hole right now. And you have to get better, and you have to make adjustments. Because your defense cannot give up 16, 30, or 40 points. But at the same time, whoever the Cleveland Browns have this Sunday, they're going to get their butts kicked. I can't defend Kevin Stefanski right now because the things he said about Deshaun Watson is his quarterback is inexcusable and unacceptable. But for whatever reason, if he wants to live with that, that's on him. I want to throw that out. We have college football this weekend. Clemson Tigers have been on a roll lately. They just got to keep that momentum going right now. And Alabama, they bounced back last Saturday. And I got to tell you this. Alabama needs to wake up. And they can't be losing a single game. And their defense has to step up. Because the number one team in the nation right now is Texas. And to be quite honest with you, I don't know what to say at this point with the teams right now that are not doing good in the NFL, like the Cleveland Browns, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Those are my top two teams that are going for the number one pick in the NFL. I want to throw that out. The Detroit Lions are a force to be reckoned with. I haven't seen them play like that since the days of Barry Sanders and Billy Sims. But I grew up watching Barry Sanders. But I grew up watching guys like Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, Terrell Davis, Ryan Rushaw, all over Marshall Faulk before he was traded to St. Louis. This is my sports podcast show. If you have a question, I will answer them. If you want to leave a donation of money, you can leave a donation from me, and I will receive it. If you want to leave a donation, I will accept it. Remember, if you have a question about any sport, about a football team, leave a question and I will answer them. Now I want to get to a serious point about what happened on Sunday. With the Cowboys coaching. Mike McCarthy was very archaic, as Aaron Rodgers was complaining about when he was in Green Bay. As Stephen A. Smith said, Mike McCarthy was being archaic, as Aaron Rodgers complained. He was right. I mean, he didn't make it up. That's the truth and nothing but the truth. And I got a feeling in my gut that Mike McCarthy, he's on the hot seat. And I don't know how hot is his seat right now for his coaching. And obviously Kevin Stefanski, I don't know how really hot is his seat, knowing his coaching job is on the line. And I want to say this. Excuse me. I want to say this. My top coaches on the hot seat right now is Mike McCarthy, Kevin Stefanski, and Doug Peterson. But I don't know. We already lost Robert Saleh, who just got fired from the New York Jets. And I don't know. Who knows what the future holds for these coaches? But I want to see what comes down to this week's football season. I mean, this week of football. I want to throw it out. And just to let y'all know, college football is this week. There's one college football game on Friday night. Nebraska against Iowa. I will be watching it this week, this Friday night. Saturday afternoon. I mean, you will see Clemson Tigers in action. It will be on the ACC network for those who have it. And I just want to make sure that everybody watches college football on Saturday. I want to make sure everybody watches NFL on Sunday on Fox 5 and on CBS. But before that, we have Another game in London, England. Sunday morning at 9 o'clock. It will be the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Can you imagine the Jaguars lose back-to-back games in London, England? It's going to be embarrassing. But we'll see. I will pay attention to that. I just want to throw that out. I just want to make sure. Once again, if you have a question, if you want to leave a question about Sunday's games, I will answer them. And if you want to leave a donation of money, I will accept them. It's appreciated. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with the with the Cleveland Browns this week. If they lose this game, then Kevin Stefanski is in big trouble. It's going to be a different matter that he might get fired. I just want to throw it out. But we'll see. Anyway, this is my podcast show. Hope you tune in on YouTube. Make sure you check me out every day on YouTube. And hope you have a good week. I will see you tomorrow for another episode of my podcast show. Have a good day.